Hey everybody, good morning to you. It is 6 a.m. here on your Veterans Day, and a very happy Veterans Day to you. I'm Grace McKenna.
And I'm Jim Stratman. Thanks for watching us here on WHAS11 and on WHAS11 Plus as we celebrate this Veterans Day with a cold snap to start.
Yeah, Matt, we know at least one of the Veterans Day services around town has actually been moved inside because it's so cold.
And I don't blame them. You know, it's going to definitely be a day where you need to just do indoor things. It's not going to really be that much of a increase in temperatures throughout our Tuesday. We still have a hard freeze that will be around for the remainder of our Tuesday morning. That's why we still have this weather impact alert in place. The wind chill values are still going to be fairly bitter as they still stay in the teens as we go throughout the next upcoming hours. Satellite and radar continues to stay cloudy as we head later on into the morning time. I'm expecting more clouds to develop in our skies along with a few rogue snow flurries that will be lingering around here and there. Temperatures are in the 20s for most of us. 25 Madison, 23 LaGrange, 23 Elizabethtown, 23 there in Bardstown. Winds are gusting between 5 and 10 miles per hour, and even the slightest breeze this morning is going to make the air feel even chillier. 15 near Elizabethtown, 15 LaGrange, 16 Shelbyville, and also 19 for you folks near Cordon and Shepherdsville. As we head throughout the rest of our morning, those clouds will continue building in our skies. We're going to stay overcast through the entire day. Later into the evening, those skies become less cloudy, and then we'll be waking up Wednesday morning to temperatures back into those upper 30s. So hopping on the school bus soon, just a cloudy and chilly start. Temperatures still in those mid-20s. Grab the coats and jackets. It's going to be a chilly start to the day. Then, as I mentioned, our temperatures do not increase very much as we're expecting highs really only to range into the lower to the mid-40s. So it is going to be another chilly pattern ahead for us throughout Kentuckiana. We'll have more weather updates here in just a few short minutes, but here's Matthew with an update on traffic.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Overall, as you look outside for your Tuesday morning, expect possibly some slick spots out there as we continue that weather impact alert day. Also, looking at your traffic tracker, looking all green, just one stalled vehicle along the Waterston that is blocking the right-hand shoulder just into the St. Matthews area. So overall, as you look at those roadways, I'm running pretty smoothly this morning, honestly, as we start off this 6 o'clock hour. But we do have some hard freeze conditions. So give yourself some extra 5 to 10 minutes needed to dust off and wipe off that frost for this morning. We'll send it back over to you, Jim and Grace.
Matthew, thank you very much. We now enter day 42 of the government shutdown, and a path to reopening is becoming clearer and clearer by the day.
Last night, a handful of Democrats joined Republicans in the Senate to pass a temporary funding bill, which will head to the House later this week. The bill does not include the key demand from Democrats, which is to extend Obamacare subsidies to lower insurance costs. Instead, Republicans only promised a future vote on health care sometime next month.
Republicans now own this health care crisis. They knew it was coming. We wanted to fix it. Republicans said no, and now it's on them.
They promised costs would go down. That didn't happen. Nobody's debating these things. It's just sort of they're trying to pin the tail on somebody else now.
House Speaker Mike Johnson is now ordering members back to Washington for the first time the House will be in session since September. The earliest they could vote on the measure is Wednesday.
Now, while the government remains shut down, Indiana Governor Mike Braun announced partial funding for SNAP benefits are going to be coming to some Hoosiers as early as today. This announcement comes as some food pantries are starting to see their shelves emptier and emptier by the day. WHAS 11's Alex Dieter has more.
The shelves used to be a lot more fuller than this.
Bare shelves.
This is pretty sad, but this is about all the meat that we have.
And cleaned out refrigerators. While SNAP benefits continue to be withheld, the food pantry here at United Crescent Hill Ministries has seen the number of families they see daily double, and on business days even triple.
Now with the SNAP benefits cuts, our lines, it used to be that you could be in our lines for 20 to 30 minutes and be in and out. Now we're seeing folks staying in line for at least an hour, if not longer, just because there's so many more people coming.
Executive Director Stephanie Henry Floyd says Dare to Care and donations are what's keeping them open.
At what point in time do those that are donating to us end up finding themselves in the line because of unemployment, for one reason or another, the rising cost of living.
While 600,000 Kentuckians wait for their SNAP benefits to be restored, across the river, Indiana Governor Mike Braun says partial funding for the 600,000 Hoosiers who rely on SNAP will be available on qualifying EBT cards starting Tuesday.
You know, each client, it'll differ how much they receive and how quickly they will receive it. So they may still need to rely on food pantries, you know, to meet some of those gaps. I won't be at all surprised.
The Center for Lay Ministries Executive Director Kara Brown says their food pantry has seen 600 clients through their doors since the beginning of the month.
We've also seen some people who work for the government who may still be working right now, but they aren't getting paid, and they're worried about how they're also going to continue to make, you know, all of their monthly bills.
Brown says their shelves are stocked like this because of donations, a need that doesn't go away. While SNAP recipients remain in limbo, more food pantry shelves are hoping to be stocked heading into the holidays.
That one has food in it, so that's great.
Alex Dieterer, WHAS11 on your side.
Last week, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear announced $5 million from the State Budget Reserve Trust Fund will go to filling Kentucky food banks. Some Kentuckians began receiving their benefits last Thursday. And Dare to Care is partnering with us here at WHAS 11 for a telethon tomorrow, Wednesday, November 12th. We're going to start right here on GMK at 5 a.m. and go all the way till 7 p.m. trying to raise money for Dare to Care to help those people out in our community who are without those SNAP benefits. There's plenty of ways that you can donate. Tune in tomorrow. We'll tell you all of those ways.
It has been 1 week since the tragic UPS cargo plane crash that took 14 lives. Now we're learning more as Mayor Craig Greenberg gave new information yesterday about the cleanup and investigation. Louisville Emergency Services is in charge of the area around Grade Lane, focusing on shrinking the debris field so people can get access back. The hope is to reopen some businesses in the area next week, but the NTSB is still searching for potential evidence from the crash, and the street needs to be cleaned. The mayor also clarified questions about the numbers of victims and missing people after the crash.
We believe that the number of missing persons reports that we're aware of matches the number of victims that have been located at the site. Once we begin to identify those victims, then we'll have a better sense of whether there's an exact match.
14 people died in the crash, but so far only 6 have been identified. There will be a hotline set up tomorrow for people who've been affected, along with a resource center opening later this week.
Crews are also cleaning up waterways from the enormous amount of oil that spilled out after that crash. MSD released this map showing the impacted area, which includes Pond Creek in Valley Station. Nancy Bryant, a resident of Valley Station, says that she and neighbors didn't know the bright lights and the loud noises around their homes were due to a runoff cleanup until yesterday. She says that her pond feeds right into Pond Creek.
My dog drinks out of that pond every single day because we walk back here. I'm thinking about other wildlife, and I just wanted to make sure that it was safe.
MSD says that they do plan to come out and test her pond to give her some peace of mind. MSD did say that there's no impact to drinking water in South Louisville unless you have been contacted directly by MSD. Now, if you see oil or discoloration in waterways, you're encouraged to report it by calling 502-540-6000. The EPA says that they've already collected hundreds of thousands of gallons of an oil and water mixture from Louisville waterways since that plane crash. They began at the Salt River before moving upstream, and so far crews have found 286,000 gallons of the mix. The EPA, along with the Kentucky Department of Environmental Protection and Metro Sewer District, are working with UPS contractors to recover all of that spilled oil.
Happening today, it is Veterans Day, and Kentucky is celebrating our incredible service members in Elizabethtown. A planned ceremony at American Legion Hardin Post 113 has been moved indoors because of the weather. Out in Frankfort, there will also be a Veterans Day observance at the Kentucky Vietnam Veterans Memorial. Plus, Jefferson Community and Technical College will celebrate veterans with the annual luncheon. All three of those events are this morning at 11.